I want to start today by saying something that might feel maybe a little bit uncomfortably familiar to some of you. Because when life gets chaotic, our instinct is rarely calm strategy. It's generally panic productivity, I think would be how I would describe it. Suddenly we become convinced that we need to reorganize everything. I need a better planner. I need my favorite color coded systems, matching tabs, and a laminated weekly dashboard. Oh my goodness, that is my absolute go to. However, the truth is that the actual source of stress generally is still sitting there in the corner, waving at you, completely untouched and mildly amused by your attempts at dealing with it. Because what I've learnt is that overwhelm doesn't automatically make us more rational, it makes us reactive, and that is not a good place for any of us to be. Now, I am Rachel. I am the founder and owner of AI Alchemy. And I want to take a few minutes today to share with you the current reality that I am living in at the moment, because it might make you feel a little bit better. It might make you feel like you're not the only one, or actually, do you know what? Life's not as bad as I thought it was. Right now, my current reality, I have a 10-year-old daughter performing in the local theatre for the next 4 nights as a neon orange Oompa Loompa in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Now, as a dance mum, I talked to you a lot about the fact that Millie dances. I am quite used to hair and makeup and everything else. But neon body paint has got me broken. I have a laundry situation that can only be described as ongoing, certainly not under control. Bed sheets, well, now they're doubling as makeup remover wipes because it seems to be the only thing that shifts this orange neon body paint. Brucey, my unicorn of a horse, is mid-molt, still loving his daily mud bath and seems to be permanently confused about whether he is hanging onto his hair, getting rid of his hair, whether he wants to be having a bath, whether he wants to be covered in mud. Literally, he just cannot make his mind up about what's happening at the moment. And then child number 2, my darling, darling little boy, has taken up drumming in my kitchen every morning with the confidence of somebody already accepting his future Brit Awards. I kid you not. Now, in theory, I could respond to this by reorganizing something visually satisfying. I could colour code my cleaning cupboard or rearrange the spice rack. Maybe I need to buy some prettier storage baskets. But the fact is that none of that would reduce any of the pressure that I'm feeling, because the pressure is coming from repetition, maintenance, energy drain of a whole load of other factors. Businesses generally behave in a very similar way, I've learned. When women say, I need systems, what they mean is, I need relief. But relief doesn't come from organising everything, and trust me, I've tried. The relief that you need comes from identifying. Ask yourself, what is costing me energy every single week? Don't focus on necessarily what's messy, but look at what's annoying, what's relentless. Now, historically, for me, that was always about lead generation. Not because it was hard, but because it was never finished. And it didn't matter how many new leads, new connections I felt, there was always a lot more to be working on. And I'm somebody who likes to start a task and see it through to completion. So even if I said, right, I'm going to connect with 10 or 15 new people every day, the fact is I'd go out of my office thinking, yes, I'd done it. But I'd come back into my office the next morning and it was there waving at me again. I needed to show up, reach out, follow up, repeat on every single daily basis. And that kind of consistency requires energy, initiation, and honestly, that kind of energy, for me at least, is a finite resource. So if you're wondering what to systemize first in your business using, AI and automated systems, then the first question you really should be asking yourself is, what repeats most within my business? What drains me the most? What stalls when I'm tired? And what do I avoid even though I know it's important and it matters to the growth and the success of my business? They are the 4 questions you need to get really, really honest about. Because calm systems are not built around aesthetics and prettily organized shelves and, a drawer that has got everything in exactly where you need it. Our businesses are built around friction reduction. And friction is really loud, but it is quietly exhausting. Now, if this is the kind of thinking that maybe helps you breathe a little easier, then continue following me for calm business and AI systems that work around you when life gets loud, whether you've got your own resident drummer or not. Now, that's it for me today. I will be back on Wednesday, as usual, at 1 o'clock with some more pearls of wisdom. So for now, as I always say, close a few tabs and give yourself a pat on the back, because you're doing so much better than you probably think you are right now. Have a great day. Bye-bye.